go back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them.
I make a lot of new money, when it's not savings, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the rest, watch out for I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk.
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know.
I never switch, I never switch. I see the risk, I all in the wrist. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
Wait, set, fly, 20!
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
here. This is James White. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80. Back 25. You must be dreaming. Hey, take Jeff. Mike 51, Mike 51.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80. Wide 25. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
58. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Let's go tight end.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
First down, here's White. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Wait, 20. 52 right here. 52. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Alpha. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Little mic, 52.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Patriots.
Wait, 53. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. When he hit.
Brady gives this to White. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and goal, New England.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's be a long day for you. Easy. Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. It's complete. James White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check out Henry. He's moving. He's moving, boys. Moving. Rip.
They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over, A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Black 25. Space. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. You can't block me.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Wait, set. 380.
Check 52. Come on.
72. 4.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brady's throw there complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Got it. 11. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Y'all playing the wrong football. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Not here. At 25 to Mike.
Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
At 25 to Mike. Hey, wahoo. Here we go, D. Here I come. At 25 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, my 7. Rip left, rip left.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, that kid is alpha.
The final shot before half for Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot before break. Brady, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
25 to Mike. Echo. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Smooth. 36. Line 36.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ryan now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To throw is Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, this pass complete. Ryan finding Hardy, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and a yard. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And some room to run now. It's a foot race. The 20. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They still can't get it. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wait, set. Let him know.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 21.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch the run. They're running it.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, come on, no. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
You got tight right there.
Hey, check.
We got 25 to Mike.
Here we go.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Wait.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 32 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's coming. We got double up. 52, Mike 52.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Go Bandit. Hey, Charlie. Alert!
Throwing again on second down. Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Brady now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Get him, you got it. Let's go on. No, 66. Go Bandit.
Throwing now is Brady. And this is incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Come on, dude. At 25 to Mike. We gotta go.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
At 25.
58. Hey, Delta.
Watch the pass. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Ryan to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 32 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Wait, 20.
52's the mic.
Hold 50. 72.
To throw is Brady. It's complete. James White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, box truck.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
53, Linda.
Crash.
Hey, Haywood.
Rabbit.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Which we hit.
Back to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, wahoo!
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Check it, reload!
Check.
Hey, high 7.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. New Mike 52.
Hey, watch the slant.
Check it.
Watch the
Hey, Echo.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught, and he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back to throw, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Patriots 24, Falcons 21. Steven Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg. in the game.
Yeah. When I've been up this magic. When up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.